All right, it's a few minutes before 3 o'clock, and I went to Old Farts, P-H-A-R-T-Z, lunch today, and got back about 1 o'clock, and I've been doing the get ready necessary to put the rear master cylinder on the Norton, the whole brake assembly. If you've never done it, it's convoluted. It's incredibly complicated. The only good thing is it's out here where you can work on it. The bad thing is it's made up of like 42 different pieces, all of which bolt together behind this plate, underneath this plate, underneath the swing arm, behind here, over here, inside of a cover. It's just a beast. Triumphs is worse, so what can I say? So I took the muffler off and cleared out the area. And now I'm going to try to, and then over here, I spent a lot of time figuring out that you just can't put it together piecemeal. So I tried to make this this whole unit. I'm going to try to insert this whole unit onto the bike as a unit. It's going to be an interesting experiment, and you get to watch. I even put wire extenders on the switch because it's so difficult to get down behind that plate and put these connectors on. And what I'll do is I'll just take them up here and put a couple of Lucas bullets in it and splice it into the existing wires. That'll be really nice. So here we go. I'm going to try to go over there and put this whole unit on. I'm going to set up the tripod, and you're going to watch me try to do this. Let's see how it goes. Okay? Okay, I hope that this is the best view, because I'm going to be working here, and maybe I can stay out of your way. So I've got to go take that whole unit and put it in here, inside this. Let's see, inside this, like that, in here, through here, under here, hooked to there. It's going to be an adventure. Let's see what happens. So now this guy, first and foremost, comes through here. Nope, doesn't go through there. It goes through here. Okay. Now this guy mounts inside here. Sort of like that. And this guy goes through here and through here into here. Roughly like that. Now I have to get the little T block mounted, and I'm going to try to come in from the outside because I have the muffler out of the way, into the little spacer. And this is where you have to sort of bend that metal hose to reach. And oh my gosh, it went. All right. Now, take a washer, put it in here. I can't believe how this is working. I'm going to put a washer on here. washer. Oh, here's the spacer. Forgot the spacer. Through the spacer. And see, it went twice. Now this is the third time. All right, that's through. Okay. Little washer and a little nut. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe it. That works so well. That's just weird. That's really something. Okay. How weird. So I can hook the wire up. I've got this guy to go up here to the bracket. Like that. And this guy okay. The nut on this guy is too big. I need to find or make a thinner lock nut for this guy. So I'll be back in a minute while I take a look around. Okay, I couldn't find a thin nut, so I took a thick nut and cut it in half. Made myself a thin nut. Let's see if it works. You see how little room there is in here to work? That's why I made up the whole unit. I tell you what, it's almost worth taking the shock absorber off for. But not quite at this point in time. Oh, please. Can't anything be the same size on both sides? That'd be so nice. But no. 5/8 on one side, 9/16 on the other. All right. Whew. Now let's see if this will go on it and go it all the way down tight. And the answer is yes. So now let's see if we can put it in this end and then connect that end, which means I probably will have to undo everything I just did. Maybe not. I really am tempted to take this shock absorber off. What I'm doing here by tightening the two ends is forming this metal hose, stretching it. Because it was about 1/8 of an inch too short. So now I'm just putting it in at both ends, and theoretically oh my goodness. That's a whole hydraulic system installed. Gotta get these wires done. Now, theoretically, it shouldn't leak. Don't you love theory? I had a teacher once say to me, it's wonderful to observe when reality collides with theory. Seriously. Clear. Well, I was inside doing the video editing, putting the videos together, and realized that right after I did the previous video to this, my camera stopped recording. So here's a synopsis. Calipers mounted, hoses are mounted, switch is mounted, switch is wired up here to the wires. Master cylinder assembly is mounted. The whole unit is in place. It's not filled yet, but it's in place. And I'll get back to it tomorrow. So the whole back hydraulic system is mounted. Tomorrow I will fill it and bleed it and check for any leaks. And if I get away with it and don't have any leaks that I have to fix, then I will set it up for an overnight or all-day test with pressure on the brake pedal, weights holding it down, so that the whole system will be pressurized, and do some more leak testing. So that's where we are. How about them apples?